Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message from your future self 6 months from now. And to do this reading we are going to be, I feel this one, picking 4 piles together. So 1, 2, this one's sticking out, so let's take it. 3, and I feel this one. So let's see what that is. And that will be 4. Okay, so let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have citrus. For pile number 2, you have the Belladonna. For pile number 3, you have Lily of the Valley. And for pile number 4, you have Thistle. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 2, you have the Lodalite. For pile number 3, you have the Opalite. And for pile number 4, you have the Garnett. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that will probably be the pile for you here today. And as I always say, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. There will be more messages from your future self about things that are happening 6 months from now. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. We're about to now begin your pile preparation process. If you need any more time to take a good look at your piles and crystals, please pause the video, and once you're ready, you can head straight to your reading. Hey Soul family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as we prepare for your piles. Okay, so I don't know what this knocking is. Can you hear that? Right. So today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 6 months from now. Very excited to do this reading for you. And as you can see, these are the decks that we will be using. On the left are the Oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you to check them out whenever you feel called to it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, I feel this one, and 4. All right, very excited about today's reading. Let's now pick up the next deck. Okay. There we go. So, there. What is your message from your future self? 6 months from now. What is your message from your future self 6 months from now? All right. We'll be taking 2 cards from each deck. What is your message from your future self? There we go. 6 months from now. Looks like we'll be taking 3 cards from this deck. 1, 2, and 3. What is your message from your future self 6 months from now? There. Feel this one again, so I'm going to take it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so on to our last deck. What is your message from your future self 6 months from now? That's 1. Oh, that's there. What is your message from your future self 6 months from now? Pile number 1. Wonderful. Okay. I just channeled something. It's so weird. I channeled in my mind, it's all going to be okay. I heard it. I know it's in my mind, but I heard it very strongly. Don't worry, it's all going to be okay. Don't worry wasn't said, it was... What was said was, it's going to be okay. Very, very strongly. It's going to be okay. So this is perhaps for someone listening during the pile preparation. If you were thinking about something you're worried about, I feel this is your answer. It's going to be okay. Okay. So pile number 1. Felt it was such a positive message to hear as we were preparing your piles. I heard it, I was like, oh, good. It's all going to be okay. Okay, so pile number 2. Is now ready as well with the Lodalite. pile number 3. It's right there. With the Opalite and pile number 4. Is right there. With the Garnett. So, my dear soul family, your 4 piles are now ready. There was a clear message of do not worry coming in for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always my pleasure. Love you guys very much, and let's get straight into your reading. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as, oh look at that, a yellow and blue, just like your card. You were drawn to the citrus. Can you see that? Yes. So today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 6 months from now. Let's see what your message is. And we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. So you have sacrifice. Interesting. Okay. And how about we place it up there? Because we'll need the space for sure. Yeah, that's much better. You have the gibbous waxing earth moon with ambition. And you know, for a second here, I saw these as 2 arrows up. So perhaps some progress in something, great progress. Let's find out. And to me, this looks like a 3. So perhaps this huge progress is happening 3 months from now, specifically. So you have ambition, and you have moon in Sagittarius with optimism. I see your future self telling you to be super optimistic, because right off the bat, things are looking very nice 6 months from now, especially 3 months from now. Things, you know, are with the buds, things are starting to sprout for you in an area of your life where with the sacrifice, you're pouring in a lot of heart and soul. And I see like you're doing something, you're not doing it to show off. I feel like you're maybe working behind the scenes. Maybe it's not visible how much work you're putting in currently. Maybe it's not getting you any results yet or something. Citrus may have to do with your health. Maybe you're putting in so much effort into your health with sacrifice. That's, you know, you're sacrificing some food that you may love but is not necessarily good for you. You're exercising. It could be sacrifice of time as well. You putting in so much effort into something that you would love to see sprout. Yeah, your future self is definitely telling you that things have started to sprout and to show its effect and results 3 months from now. So be very optimistic, because it's looking great from where your future self is. Right, let's find out more about what this is that your future self is talking about, and yeah, what's going on for you. So you have the Knight of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands. Wow, this is like beginning something. For some of you, this could be exercise. I know this is too specific, but I'm seeing with the citrus and something going up and the sacrifice. Perhaps you're eating healthy, you're exercising, and with the Ace of Wands, this baby being born, making sound, wah, wah, I feel like something is starting to show. It's showing. So also the Knight of Wands here appears as a unicorn, and the unicorn, you know, is a fascinating mythical being. So I feel with your ambition and your exercise and your tough work, that's, I know, very specific. Please take it as it resonates. But if it's exercise, I'm seeing that you're 3 months from now, you're looking very, what can I say? Maybe you're about to begin all of this. Maybe you haven't done it yet. But you're looking your best. You're looking charming. You're looking, yeah, and it's starting to show that effort. Now, this effort does not have to be with nutrition and exercise. But it shows me that this is like a spark of a new idea, like you're inspired to do something. Maybe you're going to do something these days. You may begin something, and with the robe here, the death robe covering, it's like no one can see. Perhaps it's still on your mind, and your future self is telling you, if you go further with this idea, if you actually act upon this idea, or maybe you've started something, and if you pour love into it, 3 months from now, it's gonna have a sound. It's gonna show. It's gonna start giving you the results, favorable results that you would love to see. So let's get more information on that, my dear pal, number 1. I know I've talked a lot about exercise, but look at that, the Hierophant with the yoga here. Some of you must be doing something, you know, related to nutrition and exercise, but I'll stop there. I know this is very specific. With the Hierophant, again, I'm seeing this idea of you being focused and committed to something. The Hierophant is a card of commitment. Let's find out more. You have the King of Wands. Wow, look at that. All right. You have, whoa, the 6 of Wands. Oh, I'm very sorry. There we go. So that's your King of Wands, your 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands is, of course, a card of victory and success. You have the King of Swords. Powerful, powerful cards in this pile. You have the Knight of Pentacles, right? You have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And, ooh, you have the Chariot. Look, my dear pile number 1. You're certainly here. In 6 months, I see you taking very strategic moves. I see your future self telling you you're really, as you get into the flow of things, as you're committed, you're making amazing plans with regards to something that you want to grow. You're being very creative with your plans, you know, like you're thinking, all right, now that I understand how things work, if this works and gives me that type of results, and this though gives me this type of results, then now I understand my tools and I understand what I can do with them. And hence you are, with the learnings, making or developing better plans as you go along. You're learning key things within the next 6 months. I see your future self with the crown here, the Hierophant, their strategic moves. You're learning a lot in the next couple of months with regards to your goal. You're very ambitious about bringing not just one thing, perhaps several things into life, by the way. So it's a very important 6 months for you. And I see you're starting to understand what brings results and what doesn't bring results. And I see your future self telling you, as you go along, you'll adjust your plans, You'll be able to make strategic moves that will help you get great results by 6 months. The Queen of Pentacles showing up in your reading shows that 6 months from now, you'll be in an amazing position with regards to what happens 3 months from now. So for example, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that, let's say you want to, let's take this example literally. Let's say you want to have your own cooking show. For example, you're starting off and you don't know what to do. And as you, do the first show impromptu, you don't know how it's going to work. You get feedback, you learn what you've done wrong. You start making a couple of shows and they go on, they start becoming beautiful. Now the people watching your show are asking you, hey, do you know how to do this? We're interested in knowing more about that. And it's like you're starting to understand how this whole show business is working, right? And accordingly, you're making better plans. I also see something with the Knight of Pentacles holding a coin here. The Queen of Pentacles is saving up a lot of wealth here. Again, holding the pentacle. Looks like a lot of you 6 months from now, because of one thing or maybe several sprouting, something is sprouting and getting you wealth here. This doesn't necessarily have to be money, although I literally see it as money for a lot of you. But it could mean with the Pentacles results, like results in something that you're doing. Yeah. So the theme here, what your future self is telling you, don't worry, you'll get information as you go along, and you'll be so like in control with the information that you have. It's not like you don't know what to do. I feel like the information coming to you as you're working on something is going to help you understand it at such an integral level that you'll be able to shape shift because of it. You'll be able to change things at its core because you've learned to navigate with this information. So strategic information is coming to you, or at least you're grabbing it, you're absorbing it, you're learning it, and it's making you feel very stable. It's also allowing you to plan better. As you understand your tools and you're using them to shape shift your reality, you're getting so good at that you're able to make reliable plans ahead. For example, if this is exercise, for example, then you've learned that this exercise grows this muscle and this one grows that muscle. And now you're seeing consistent growth, and you're able to say, right, so by the 3rd month, I'll be able to achieve this, and by the 6th month I'll be able to achieve that, and so on. Do you see the difference between the two types of planning? One is related to the tools and the information that you have, and you shape shifting in a way that would serve you, and because you understand that so well, you're able to make reliable plans with regards to the results and the things that you want to achieve. So here, this could be, if this is your private business, you've learned maybe how the market is working. You've learned how to create your product. You've gotten in touch with the best suppliers. And because you're able to do all of that, you know how much you're selling. You're now able to make plans with regards to business. You're like, okay, so in a month, when I do this, I'm able to sell that. So by the 3rd month, I'll be able to save up to buy this machine that would get me that. You know, you're able to make like level 2 plans because you have the tools completely in control. That's the type of energy that I'm seeing here with regards to what your future self wants to tell you. Yeah, all in all, I'm just trying to relay this being strategic energy that I'm seeing. You're getting so knowledgeable, your future self is telling you, with regards to the things that you want to achieve, and you feel like it's within the grasp of your hand. It's no longer out of reach. You're starting to understand how things work, and you're very tranquil. You're very steadfast, very steady, very consistent, very committed, I see. And you will be creating so much success. And that was the thing that your future self wanted to let you know. In 6 months, you are going to feel so successful. You're going to feel like you're winning, you're making it, because you get it, you understand it, you're committed, you're working towards it every day. And with optimism, this is letting you know, this is a message from your future self telling you, don't worry, it's looking so good where I am 6 months from now. It's looking so good, literally, with the Knight of Wands. It's really looking so good. And in fact, again, with regards to worry, because these two cards are showing the same message here, with the citrus, and you see the thread, the red thread here, I've read that in India, and a lot of you also have confirmed it in the comment section where we talked about it the last time. He told me so much about it, that in India they use citrus fruits and they wrap it in red thread and they put it, in the hallways and on the door to ward off evil spirits, to ward off bad energy. So I really feel the idea here that your future self is saying you're safe, you're protected. Nothing's going to go wrong. It's only going to go amazing. It's like you're learning, you're getting it, you understand how this works, and you have a wish and you have a dream, and it's showing. 6 months time with the Knight of Wands, it's really showing. I see with the sacrifice, your future self is telling you that in the next either 6 months or specifically 3 months, there's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, a lot of you putting in the energy because you're so ambitious to get something that you want. And as you're getting into this energy, you're learning more, you're able to move plans in the way that you desire, because you understand what type of things get what type of results. And your future self is saying 6 months from now, you guys are very happy, you're getting great results. For a lot of you, this is wealth. You're making big money by 6 months. You've taken it slow, but by 6 months, a lot of you are actually going to be very wealthy with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at how much she has saved up here. And you're going to feel very victorious and very successful, my dear pile number 1. Yeah, and that's why your future self is telling you, you have nothing to worry about. It's looking super positive 6 months here from now. All the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1. Your 6 months, the coming 6 months are looking amazing. It's full of success. I wish you all the best of luck. May you always be blessed. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. My dear pile number 1, these books could really help you out with all of the success and all the dreams that you have within your heart. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away. It teaches you not to depend on motivation, because motivation, like any feeling, comes and goes. You cannot always rely on it. When it's there, it's great. When it's not, then you know how to be productive every single day. It's not about enduring the bad feelings, because if you do, how long can you hold on to it before you feel like, I gotta drop this? So for this reason, this book teaches you how to shift your mindset into a healthier mindset for productivity in a very strong way. It teaches you how techniques that many successful people have been using all around the world to become successful. These techniques can really shapeshift and shift your mind towards approaching productivity, towards approaching tasks that could be intimidating. It really empowers you and helps you become a productive person every single day, all while enjoying it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, perhaps you would also like to check out the Productivity e-cookbook. This book was also done with the heart. It's a project that I've worked on for months with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in, because I believe in our day and age, we understand the importance of being healthy, but sometimes we're challenged because it takes time to find recipes that are healthy and delicious and not spend most of the day doing it, because we're busy in this day and age trying to make ends meet and achieve our goals. And for this reason, I thought this book would really help you out. It's a book that has 210 recipes of healthy and delicious meals that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. The instructions are clear, whether you're a good cook or not. The ingredients are clear. The nutritional values are clear. There's a clear picture of what to expect. The navigation is a breeze. You click on the recipe that you like, it takes you straight to the page. And if you're vegan, there's also a vegan version. If not, you can perhaps make use of both ebooks, because there are no duplicates and you'll have a plethora of delicious recipes to choose from for the rest of the year. And also, if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find this link down in the description box. And my dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. I'm really rooting for you and happy with all of the success for your dreams that you'll be achieving, not just 6 months from now. See, I said 3 months, you'll be starting to see great results. It's going to be showing. And my dear pal number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Lodalite as well as the Belladonna. Let's see how your card fits into today's reading. And we're taking a look at a message from your future self 6 months from now. Let's find out together. So, my dear pile number two, you have Odin's wine. Ooh, looks like you're really healing something here. It's powerful, especially that you have the Lodalite. Let's get into it in a second. You have the balsamic waning fire moon with compromise. Okay. And you have, you're certainly healing something here. Mercury in Libra with influence. All right. Because the snake, especially coiled, reminds me of Cassidus. All right, let's take a look at the rest of... Oh, actually, I'm getting something here. Let's first take a look at the rest of your cards. So, you have... Oh my God, the Page of Cups. This looks like a person working either in a grocery store or like a pharmacy. Yeah, like a pharmacy putting medicine, measuring medicine and putting it together. This is uncanny. Wow. You have the Three of Swords. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Strength card. Absolutely. You have the King of Cups. Another one in Norse mythology here. Krakus, yes. You have the Five of Cups. Okay, so your reading now is very clear, actually. You have Judgment. Breaking free. You have the Hermit. Absolutely. So amazing how the cards are coming together. And you have the King of Wands. Look, for pile number two, one of two scenarios here, but either way, The two scenarios are very specific. You're either worried about something that surprised you and shocked you here and disappointed you with the Three of Swords. You already know about this. Your future self is giving you a message about something that happened in your life that disappointed you. I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do either with your health, or with temptation here, it could be with your appearance. And something, I'll explain to you why I'm saying that in a second. Something here went in a way that you weren't expected. You were absolutely shocked and worried. And you felt for a while that it was kind of with Crocus here and the King of Cups, could be going where you felt it was going out of your control. Whether it has to do with your looks, something that shocked you with your looks, or something that in your life that was going well and ended abruptly, or I want to say cheated you in a way that you weren't expecting. So why did I keep saying appearance? Of course, it doesn't have to be appearance. It could be health. It could be a certain issue in your life that you're worried about, how, especially one that affects your appearance, maybe your partner, maybe your work. In all cases, I see here with the Belladonna, this plant is actually called Astrop Belladonna. That's how it looks like. That's what it looks like, I mean. And the reason it was called Belladonna, or Atropa Belladonna, is because Atropa is one of the three goddesses of fate in Greek mythology. And so there are three goddesses of fate. One that swirls the thread, spins, it's called spins the thread. One, and the thread, of course, is like, the word I'm looking for is symbolizes your life. The second goddess of fate measures the thread, and it measures your life. And the third goddess of fate, which is Atropa, which we're talking about here, has these spears. Are they called like scissors? What are they called? Shears. And cuts the thread and ends the life. So these are the three goddesses of fate. Here with Belladonna, by the way, and the second thing I forgot to tell you about, but it's a very interesting plant. Belladonna, they used to extract its water, and in Roman times, not in Victorian times, in Roman times, it's associated with beautification, because they would take this water and put water drops in their eyes, and it would dilate their eyes, making them look very beautiful. Of course, this practice is not safe, but that's what used to happen, and that's why it's associated with beautification. So seeing these two aspects together, I'm seeing something that may have had to do with your health or your beauty ended abruptly with the shears. In the past. Why am I saying it's in the past? Because you were also drawn as part of your reading to the Lodalite. And the Lodalite is a very respected crystal that's been used for thousands of years. Like it's been held in high regards because it's been a crystal of healing. They called it the shaman's crystal. It has powerful healing powers, and even in Hebrew, Lodo, I could be mistaken. I think it was named after the Hebrew Lodo. They used it for healing. Lodo means healing. So this is why I'm telling you, this is something that has already happened that may have shocked you greatly. Maybe you've seen some lines, or maybe something with regards to your health, or something that has to do with your beautification or how you look, or health, or a certain situation in your outside appearance, how you look to the outside world. Something happens happened, and I see your future self telling you there's great healing in this area. And when I saw Odin's wine, I again was surprised, because it's coming along beautifully here. Your reading is so clear. Odin's only nutrition was the wine. And so I feel like your future self is telling you that there's some sort of compromise here that happened, where maybe you were healing yourself through herbs or being very selective on what you consume. And you know, something very close to your message appeared in pile number 1. If you were drawn to pile number 1, perhaps I would highly recommend you check it out. So why am I saying you committed here to some either medicine, or because it looks more like herbs, so maybe you committed to healthier food that is helping you present yourself in a much better way in the future. It's greatly contributing to your healing, because on the spear, if you see, there are runes that spell out Gungnir, and this spear was Odin's spear. It never misses. It's a very powerful spear. Once thrown, it never misses. So here I see that you have tackled this. Your future self wants to tell you you've become stronger and you've tackled this issue. It's no longer there, because it looks like it was out of control with the King of Cups here. You have Krakus, and again, Krakus in Norse mythology caused turbulent waters and chaos to the ships that are sailing. So it looks like there was something that you felt at some point was out of control, an issue in your life. It could be with regards to your outside appearance, beauty, or it could be a real issue. Everything is real. An issue that was scaring you in your life, maybe work or finances or anything like that, health. And at some point you felt like, oh, this is getting out of control. I don't know how to deal with this situation. And you were highly disappointed. You weren't expecting this to happen. But I see your future self telling you that with regards to your situation, you need not worry. Your future self says you're going to be healing it beautifully. With the Page of Cups, you're here learning like what medicine to take, what herbs to take, or it could be translated to you know exactly what to do and what sacrifices to make, what you need to compromise to make sure that you are back on track and that you're glowing again. See, the Strength card here shows that the witch has left and is in control, is able to annihilate these tumultuous energy that we've been seeing throughout your reading, and is now in control and feeling strong. Now, this witch has befriended the lion. It shows complete control. In fact, it's not like two powers learning to deal together. This lion now loves this witch, which is kind of malleable or is getting along beautifully. So I see your future self, especially with this King of Wands. It looks like this is someone who knows what they're talking about. This is someone who's actually teaching others because they're so knowledgeable. Also, the King of Wands is great health, powerful energy. So I see that whatever the situation is, whether it's literally has to do with health and beauty or of a situation in your life, you're now strong. You're so strong, you know what to do. You're in control now that you're even able to teach others. If anyone, for example, tells you, oh my God, I have this problem, 6 months from now, you're like, look, hold my beer. I'll tell you what to do about this. Don't do this, do that, 3 times a day, yada, yada, yada. And you got it fixed. You're so knowledgeable on what to do exactly. You're able to help others. It's a piece of cake for you 6 months from now. Anyone that's going through this, you're like, don't worry. I used to feel so worried about this. In fact, at some point with the shears here, I felt like it was over, it ended. I felt like this was my fate, but I've done this, and that. Here's a solution, and I was able to heal. And you can see the hermit here healing. You can see it in the shadow. They're being very calm. They're using alternative methods like meditation and herbs to heal the situation. If this is not your health and beauty, then you have found smart ways. You found ways that may not be so obvious to everyone. You were able to get some insider knowledge on how to deal with the situation beautifully, and look at that with the judgment. You are finally free. And I think it has to do with your outside appearance, even if it doesn't necessarily have to do with your attractiveness levels or your body, because of the pictures. Reminds me of social media. Maybe at some point you're like, oh my God, what are people gonna say? If that is the situation, you've broken free. You've cleared your name, and you were able to go swiftly and smoothly through it, perhaps with a little bit of compromise, but you've resolved it so beautifully in that case, where everyone's like, whoa, okay, pile number 2 was absolutely right. No, we're on pile number 2's side. So depending on what we're looking at here, this is something that really shocked you. It happened all of a sudden. You felt it was fated. You felt like it was a deadly energy that you aren't going to be able to control. You felt like it was in control of you, and it highly disappointed you. You didn't know what to do. But with the 5 of Cups, it shows here that there is more that you're not seeing. That's the energy of the 5 of Cups. And I see your future self telling you, continue to go on your path, continue to do the right thing for yourself, learn more, continue to follow what you're learning. And as you discover and learn, this situation will be completely out of your life. I see your future self has really been committed and strong here, and that's why they're in control of the situation. So continue to be committed, continue to do what you know is right, and to learn and to discover, because 6 months from now, if you want to literally give classes about it, you will be an expert that everyone will be listening to if they have that sort of situation. That's how good you'll be at overcoming this and taking it out of your life. So if you're worried about something at the moment, you don't know what you're going to do about it, this issue that's really worrying you, especially if you feel like, oh my God, it's not within my control, looks like it's fated for me to go through this. Is this another dark night of the soul? Am I going to go through this? No. If these are the type of thoughts you're worried about, especially, in the pile preparation process, I told them, I heard something in my ear so loudly, your future self, I heard in my mind, it's going to be okay. And I was like, guys, I'm hearing it's going to be okay. This is for someone. And I feel like it's especially true for your pile. If you're so worried about something not going right, that's not going to be the case for you, my dear pile number 2. 6 months from now, you would be in total control of the situation. So much so that if you were invited to talk about this, you'll be able to help everyone around you on what to do. King of Wands shows that you're in full health of the situation. You can't get better than that with the King of Wands. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see for you. With regards to something that you may be very worried about, it's going to be history 6 months from now. This is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Speaking of commitment and being productive, this book could really help you out. Not to like endure it, but to do it in a breeze, to do it easily and while enjoying it. It's not about suffering. It's not about waiting for motivation, because motivation, as you know, comes and goes. It's about learning to shift your mindset into the healthy way of seeing productivity. It's about learning techniques that are smart, that could make it very easy and doable for you. These techniques have been used by the successful people all around the world, and they're meant to empower you, to make you even look at the most intimidating task and know, I can do that. If you're interested in checking this ebook out, it was done from the heart, making sure that you do change your life and your productivity habits right away, all while enjoying this journey. It was small, straight to the point. It is small, straight to the point. I made sure that you don't procrastinate reading it, but you get the benefits that you want out of it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you may be interested in checking the Productivity e-cookbook. It was done with equal passion. I've partnered with a nutritionist to bring this book. You might be thinking, productivity and cookbook? Yes. The reason is because I know in our day and age, oh, speaking of your pile, yes, and perhaps if you're concerned about health, this cookbook could really help you out. We've understood that nutrition is very important for us. We understand how it has a huge effect on our health. And because of that, a lot of us need to think, all right, should I waste most of the day getting the ingredients, cooking, finding healthy and delicious meals, which takes up most of the day, or should I just focus on my career and my goals and the things that I want to achieve in life? You know, it's one thing or the other. And because of that, I found that the productivity e-cookbook was going to be so important in your productivity journey. And for that, I've partnered with a nutritionist to bring out 210 healthy and delicious recipes that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. Every recipe is clear, whether you're a good cook or not. It has also clear nutritional values, clear ingredients, of course, and a clear picture of what to expect. The navigation is a breeze. Once you find a recipe that you want to check out, you click on it. It takes you straight to the page. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, there are no duplicates. And maybe you can make use of both e-books to have a plethora of delicious and healthy meals to choose from for the rest of the year. You know, you don't have to worry about this area of your life any longer. Cook things in a matter of minutes and focus on what is important for you, all while nourishing your body. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll also find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, all the best of luck with what's to come. May your life be full of healing and great things to come. This was your reading, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Opalite as well as Lily of the Valley. Let's see how this card fits into your reading today. And we're taking a look at messages from your future self 6 months from now. Okay, so we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. You have liberty or death. You also have the last quarter waning earth moon with principles. You also have fall. Interesting. All right. And you have Mars in Virgo with criticism. All right. So I'm starting to see what's going on here. But let's first take a look at your tarot cards. Pretty cool. All right. Duality. And that's also, there's duality in the Lily of the Valley as well. Right. So interesting. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Oh, we only have one from this deck. Okay. So you have, whoa, that's why. It's only one card from. Sorry, the camera stopped there. So I feel like the this is the only card that came in because it wants to emphasize this idea of liberty or death. This, it shows that you're going to be winning, and we're going to talk about this in a second. Such a cool energy and how the cards are speaking to each other. Let's check out the rest of your cards. Your reading is so cool. Pile number 3. Whoa. You have the Ace of Wands. Magic happening here. The energy of your reading is super powerful. Wow. Let's take a look at the rest before we get into it. You have the Queen of Swords. Again, powerful, powerful energy. Wow. Oh no. You have Hille in Norse mythology again. Wow. Here you have the Valkyrie or Valkyrie. And you have Hille. All right, I have so much to tell you guys. You have the Queen of Swords again. Stop. Oh my God. I mean, if your future self is not communicating here, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, look at the horns here, like the Valkyrie. Okay. I have so much to tell you. You have the 9 of Swords. The 6 of Pentacles, future self picking you up here. Yes, that makes sense. And you have the 10 of Wands. Look, pile number 3. Your pile is so cool. I do see that with the fall here, something is, perhaps you feel like something is dropping in your life. Especially that you have Hille, which is the goddess of the underworld in Norse mythology. So something is falling, and you have the 10 of Wands twice. What? So you feel like something is so heavy in your life that it's falling. Perhaps you've been carrying something that was so heavy for so long that you can no longer carry it at this point of your life now, in the present moment. You feel like it's falling, and you really don't know what to do about it. You feel so stressed. And that's why your future self is telling you, look, you have one of 2 choices to make. Liberty or death. To free yourself completely from this energy and to be a winner, or to criticize yourself and to believe in negative thoughts and believe like you can't do it and let it fall. I see your future self telling you in the future you have chosen to win with the 6 of Wands. Let me show you the dual energy in your reading here and give you more details about what your future self actually wants to tell you. So the Lily of the Valley, there's dual energy here. Why? Because as you can see with the drops here, it was called the Lily of the Valley. They would extract, is it oils? No, like a liquid. They would extract a substance from it, right? That they would call agua ora, which means gold water. And it was distilled, it was distilled. And they used to put it in gold containers just to show how much they appreciate this golden water. Why? Because it was able to heal things like strokes, also like any nervous disorders, and it was so powerful that they held it in high regard, right? So it's a very important plant. And although it has this agua aura and it looks delicate and beautiful, on the other hand, the other part of the plant was highly poisonous. So you have to be careful where you get it from. And you have to be careful when dealing with it. So here I see duality. Your future self is referring to a moment now, a decisive moment, just like the Queen of Swords here, in your life that will make or break something that you're doing. Maybe you're a student, you've gone so far, and this message came actually this week with this specific card. You're doing something at this moment, you've carried it for so long, and you're like, I can't take this anymore. And this moment could make or break you. You've worked so hard and you don't want to let it drop from you. So I see your future self showing you that you are either gonna lose or win. And I do see that you are winning here, especially that you have the Valkyrie or Valkyrie here in Norse mythology, which are a group of maidens that would stand by Odin in honored battles. They would also stand by Odin's side in honoring those who died in battle. So very powerful. You can see the Valkyrie holding the horn in Valhalla or Valhalla, and that is the whole of the fallen. It's a place of honor where the people who died in battles like heroes were honored in Valhalla. And so here I see that there's an announcement of you winning greatly where you could have fallen, because here again you have Hille, which is the goddess of the underworld. So we can clearly see in your reading that something was going to die, something was going to fall, slip away from you. You feel like it might end, but you're between these two, because with Hille, she has two faces, a face that looks like it's shadowy or dying, and a face that's healthy and glowing. So you're at a very important and critical point of your life. It's like a threshold, a very important cornerstone or breaking point, where you're either going to be super successful in whatever it is that you're carrying or doing, or it might slip from you. And I see your future self telling you, pick it back up with the Ace of Wands. Don't let this slip from you. Don't let it fall. Be very open with yourself on where your shortcomings are, be honest, tell yourself as feedback where you could have gone wrong, what you may not have been doing exactly right, that may have been the cause of this break, this crack, and take it from there. Make the adjustments needed. And this is the pickup call from your future self. Your future self is showing you that 6 months from now, going back to where you are now, you have chosen to take the right path. You have chosen with the Ace of Wands to take back power, to take back command, and you will be winning. Now, taking back command requires from you Queen of Swords twice, requires from you the battle of the warriors. That's why you have the horns here, just like the Valkyrie. It shows that you're going to be, because the Valkyrie, it translates to the chooser of the slain. So you're going to be choosing your tools that will make you feel powerful, that will make you slay these tasks, slay these things that are standing in your way. Choose your power over emotions, because that's what the Queen of Swords, again, is about. Queen of Swords chooses to do what's right regardless of how she feels about it at the moment, like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, or oh, I'd rather do this, or that's the right thing to do, but I don't know if I feel like doing it, or I don't know if I feel like I can do that. It doesn't matter what the Queen of Swords feels. The Queen of Swords is in command of how she feels and does the right thing regardless. So here I see your future self telling you, get back up, hold back power. Again, don't get into the cycle of reliving something that you feel awful about. With the Agua Aura here, it's about, with the Nine of Swords, give yourself the medicine of positive thoughts. Because with the nervous system here, because you would think powerful thoughts may not really be useful at the moment, when really they're like the golden water. Telling yourself, yes, I can do it. Telling yourself, I'll take it bit by bit. Telling yourself, of course, I can take command of this. Telling yourself, I'm not letting this fall from me. I'm not letting this drop. I'm not going to do this. I can, of course, take myself out of this. Your mental state is the most important thing here, and what you tell yourself, and not letting your emotions take control of you, but rather your positive and empowering thoughts. Let it lead the way. That's why you have principles. It's all about shifting your mindset and telling yourself to do the right thing, whether you feel like it or not. I feel like this will bring things into balance for you with the Six of Pentacles. And also Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. You'll be giving, this energy will be giving you back tenfolds, folds and folds, by sticking through just a little bit until you can make it to the other side. Now, 6 months from now, you're a winner. You've made it, and you're in a very unique place, because we did mention here, we can see the Valkyrie in Valhalla or Valhalla. It's a place of honor. So that this effort and this taking command and control of the situation and not letting it take control of you is 6 months from now putting you in a very honorable position. A position of power, a position of success and victory, in a position of where you want to be and where you deserve to be. Because it looks to me like you have been carrying so much. You've already been putting in all this effort. Why let it drop a few steps, you know, when you're about to complete this? It's starting to fall. You're like really tired. Sometimes towards the end, it's when we're very tired, but it's also in these moments that make the winner, right? It's what makes the winner. And you only have a little bit left actually to go, as I can see here, pile number 3. Your future self is telling you there isn't much that you have to endure actually. In a very short time, you'll notice that you'll be creating like a blow up of magical success here in whatever you're trying to do. Not much is left. And so continue to be disciplined with the Queen of Swords. Only a little bit left. You can either glow or you can let it fall. But why let it fall? And not only why, your future self is telling you that you've chosen not to let it fall. This duality in your reading is unbelievable, and it's very clear, and it's telling you to choose empowering thoughts, to choose to do the right thing regardless of how you feel, because you will see magic as a result of you making that path. So your message from your future self is that you are going to be in such an honorable place, a place that not everyone gets to experience it or be in or get to go to or live, because only heroes are able to be in that place. And the heroes, they choose to do what other people may not have the courage to do. I don't know what this is about, my dear pile number 3, but obviously you're in a very decisive point of your life, a point that can make everything or let it fall. But why? So this is why I see this is a grand message of pick me up from your future self, telling you, come on, hold my hand, we can do this together. I'm already there. It's done. We are in an amazing place. Come on, get back and do your magic. You're such an empowering future self. You're also, future self is so proud of the type of success you've created. I see a lot of people also cheering for you, perhaps clapping for you, celebrating with you. It looks like a very honorable place that you're going to be in. It's a place that you're going to be very proud of 6 months from now, my dear pile number 3. Do not let this drop. Heed the call from your future self. Amazing and big things. Huge type of success that is unseen to others. Like not many get to experience. It's so magical. Look, you can see here your creation and your art, your writing, maybe your music, depending on what you do exactly, your work in general, or whatever it is, your mind, whatever it is that you're working on is taking you to magical places. Wow. My dear pile number 3. Beautiful, beautiful message This is exactly what I see your future self wanting to deliver to you in today's reading. 6 months from now, you're going to be in a very unique place. Believe me, pile number 3, that very few people are lucky. Heroes, only heroes that get to experience. And my dear pile number 3, all the best of luck with that. So excited for you. This was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books, my dear pile number 3. Speaking of, this amazing journey that you're going through, I promise you this book could help you out. This book is small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but it truly teaches you how to be a productive person, not by suffering, but truly by learning how to have a healthy mindset towards productivity and to enjoy the journey. Because otherwise, if you hold on too tight to negative emotions, at some point you're just going to drop it. So it's really learning about how to look at it the healthy way. It's about learning techniques that are super effective, that help you tackle tasks and goals that may be very intimidating in such a simple matter. And these techniques are mind-blowing. They're really going to shift the way you think and see productivity forever. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. It's a very empowering book. It's not about, talking you into it. It's about showing you the way. And there's also an audiobook if you love listening to audiobooks. And while you're there, you might be tempted to check out, or perhaps find it useful to check out the productivity e-cookbook. This book was absolutely meant to be a vital part of your productivity journey, because we all want to eat healthy, live a life that where our health is at our best. And we know now that nutrition is a very important part of it. And because of this reason, we're either going to spend so much time looking for healthy recipes and spending so much time in the kitchen to cook them and make it happen every day, or to just let it go for now and be productive. And that's why I felt this book was so vital. And for this reason, I partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. The book is very easy to navigate. You click on the recipe that you want to see. It has breakfast, dinner, lunch, snacks, salads, smoothies, desserts, you name it. And once you're at the page, the recipe, the steps are very clear, whether you're a good cook or not. The ingredients are clear. The nutritional values are clear. Of course, there's a clear picture of what to expect. Also, if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks so that you have a plethora of delicious and healthy meals to choose from the rest of the year. It's something that you won't have to worry about again. And this way you can focus on what is important for you. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 3, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. I do hope you tell me what this all was about and that you let me know 6 months from now. I'll be very happy for you. And my dear pile number 3, your future self is so excited and is your biggest cheerleader at the moment. I hope you heed the call, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Garnett as well as Thistle. How interesting. And look, we have the sort of purpley color along with the blue, just like your crystals here. So you have the Thistle. It also says 37 on it. Maybe some of you are actually 37 years old. Could be. All right. Or maybe 3 and 7, like the 7th of March or the 3rd of July means something to you. In any case, let's keep your main card here. And today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 6 months from now. Ah, interesting. So you have Death of Balder. Okay. That is the son of Odin. Also is a god, of course, in Norse mythology. And this tells me a lot, taking a look at that. Interesting. Especially with this Thistle, I mean. We'll get into it in a second. You have, whoa, the first moon mansion, which is ruled by Mars, the sun, and the sun in Aries. Okay, that definitely tells me a lot about what's going on 6 months from now for you. And you have Venus in Scorpio with secrets. Yes. All right, let's first take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Nine of Swords. A lot of letters and journals. Okay. You have the Chariot. The Eight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, that's really cool. You have the Two of Cups. This makes all the sense in the world together. You have, what is that? The Page of Pentacles. Ah, they're selling lemonade. How sweet. Okay. Which reminds me, when life throws lemons on you, you make lemonade. Okay. You have, wow, look at that. The Ten of Pentacles. Such a beautiful card. Okay. You have the Ten of Swords. Look at that. Yeah, looks like a child here too. Someone, a young person. And you have the Temperance card. A lot of healing going on. And finding your balance. Look at that, 10-10. Wow, 1-1-1. This is a very big message here, pile number 4. You have the Eight of Wands again. Pile number 4. I see a strong message here from your future self telling you that your first, your energy and the way you feel and the sadness that you could be feeling at the moment and the pain and the tough things that happened in your past are now in the past, and you're living a new life specifically with your connections with other people. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, 6 months from now, your connections with others have changed completely. I see your future self talking about a very painful past. See here, the death of Balder. The good news, Balder didn't really, it wasn't the end of Balder when he died. Also, the cause of Balder dying with the mistletoe, as you can see, was Loki. Long story. Frigga was able to bring him back to his mother, was able to bring him back to life. So this is not the end of the story with the pains that you could be going through at the moment. There's a lot of sadness and pain. And I see that it's coming from the people around you, because the thistle is like spiky, right? So it's not really welcomed in the fields, but it's an important and valuable food source for birds and also for pollinators. So it's very important, although we're like, oh, we don't, it looks beautiful in the field as well. So I see your future self telling you that the people you were around did not see your value, did not see who you were. In fact, here you're depicted as Balder, you know, the son of Odin. By the way, Balder was known to be very handsome. So, although you were not valued by people around you, they could have been tricksters, or they aren't really looking at the right things. And with trickster, they could be like hurting you to get benefits, to get their own benefits. They're not really doing things in a good way, not honest. And I see a lot of you have greatly hurt you, and they perhaps even, I want to say, try to kill a very innocent part of yourself. You could have gone through a lot of confusion, especially with that innocence here, being confused at a point, not knowing, should I follow my shadow? Should I follow my light? Should I continue to be who I am? Or should I follow my shadow and act the way they are to protect myself in a trickster way? Yeah, you've gone through a lot of confusion in the past, a lot of pain with all of the journaling, you know, trying to figure your way out of dealing with all of these difficult people. It was not easy at all, especially with the energy of Loki appearing. They were tricksters, you know, they didn't care and they only thought about themselves. They would trick you maybe into doing things to get their benefit. It was pretty hard. And just like we saw with the Page of Pentacles, your future self is telling you, as bitter as this experience was, it really helped you turn these, because also Loki is a shapeshifter. It helped you turn this bitter experience into something that you can make use of and become who you are today. You may not have decided to become like them, but you've decided to get in touch with the strong part in you instead of feeling the bitterness. So 6 months from now, your life is absolutely different. Now I see so many energies around you with the Two of Cups, and specifically that both Eight of Wands have to do with a crowd. There's a lot of crowd. And so for this reason, I feel like your future self is telling you 6 months from now, you have made an amazing bunch of friends, or maybe an amazing family, or you're surrounded by kindred spirits. People who are more balanced with temperance, people who are more honest, especially that there is an angel here. Yeah, people who weigh and think about their actions very well before they do it, before they hurt other people. Yeah, very, very balanced. Perhaps even with all of the witches here, maybe you found a spiritual crowd. Maybe you found people who are highly spiritual. They may not be specifically in the spiritual, like maybe you didn't find them in a yoga center, or maybe you have. But I feel like you found kindred spirits, as kindred souls is exactly what I'm seeing. Whether they're into spirituality or not, they certainly vibe with you. They have your vibration, they have your heart, they have your ethics. And you're putting behind all of the this painful trickster energy behind. Your life is very, very different. And it's so much fun 6 months from now, because you have the first moon mansion is jump-starting something. This is powerful energy. Imagine Mars and the sun in Aries. This is full-on power, you know? 6 months from now, your future self is telling you you're full of power, you're full of confidence, you're full of strength, you're communicating with others with a lot of energy. This with secrets, you may not be seeing this coming at all. Maybe you're even wondering, how did all of that happen? I can't see how this all happened. Maybe if we look closely at the cards, your future self is providing this information for you. But you definitely have taken action in healing. And because of your healing, the actions that you've taken to heal within you first, it's showing out on the outside. 6 months from now, you're very powerful. And with the mistletoe, you know how the mistletoe... Actually, it's because of Norse mythology here that the mistletoe is associated with the kiss. Because although... Baldur or Baldura's mother, Frigga, hated the mistletoe in the beginning because it was the very reason that tricked Baldura and caused his death. Later on, when Baldura was brought back to life, long story, she was so delighted that now she made the mistletoe a symbol of love, you know, and made anyone who would pass, as you know, under the mistletoe would kiss. So although you have gone through difficult times, I see your future self telling you it is the reason of who we are today in 6 months, that energy, that confidence, that strength. And with the kiss, it's like you're able to connect and love so many amazing people around you. You're popular within them. You're loved with the kiss, with the beautiful society that you've created, maybe even a family for some of you with the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you're gonna start a family or find the one with the Two of Cups, right? Totally. Some of you are gonna find the one and create. It will be the beginning of creation a family. So yeah, whatever was the reason to break you one day in the past will be the very reason that that bitterness would have changed who you are. It made you get in touch with your strength. Your future self is telling you that we have changed a lot, almost in a way with secrets that is unrecognizable. There's a lot of healing that has come and has happened during this 6 months. A lot of growth, a lot of character development, a lot of confidence, a lot of power and strength. I can't even begin to tell you. And the most important thing with the Thistle, you've realized that there was never maybe anything wrong with you. You didn't get hit because something was wrong with you. It's because you were in the wrong crowd and you weren't valued with people who didn't know what you brought to the table or how valuable you are. They you know, when you don't know that you don't know, they I would say they were ignorant to the value that you brought. Perhaps they saw things at a face value, although with Baldure you do come across as super attractive. But it's like they were looking at superficial things, what maybe they would get out of each other. Who knows? They didn't value connections maybe the way that you did. And with the sword down, you were sacrificed greatly within this crowd. And as you found your real tribe here 6 months from now, you no longer need to consider and think, should I change my ways? Should I follow my shadow? What should I do? Your pain has healed. The sun has risen in your life. And you, with your power, you were able to successfully transform who you are. Page is a new chapter of your life. It shows that you are a different person today than who you were in the past. And in such a good way. Because now, on top of all the amazing things that you brought to the table, you're now more vibrant, more powerful, more strong, fearless. And your energy is felt. Totally, your energy is felt 6 months from now. And also, there's a mysterious allure to you. I see there's so much to you, like all of the pieces together. Like the ram head and the lion. It's like there's this question, the wings. You're mysterious because people can't make up what you're about. Hold on. Just gotta be careful of the new YouTube rules. They're now very strict. So I feel like you have an interesting story. You didn't live, it seems, a regular life. Maybe you lived in different countries, or maybe you were well read in different areas. Like, people can't make up. Maybe you're very spiritual, yet very like you have this in a field that is very scientific. I don't know, there's an interesting mixture to you that makes you very mysterious, for sure. And I see your mix, who you are, this mystery, who you are specifically, will be seen like a god. You'll be really shining bright. People are gonna love who you are. They're gonna find you perhaps intellectual, with the wings well traveled. You could be an interesting person, and by all means. 6 months from now, and you'll really be vibing with a new crowd that you love. You'll put all of this energy past you behind. I see your inner child has completely healed 6 months from now, and your power is strong. For a lot of you, my dear pile number 4, there seems to be a connection here, a love connection. If this is something that interests you, with the 10-10 here, 1-1-1, this is like a big moment here of you finding your soulmate, connecting with your soulmate, feeling on, what's the expression, on top of the clouds, like feeling very high, very happy, very much in love. And with the 10 of Pentacles, it looks like this is the person who you will be building a family with one day. Beautiful energy here, pile number 4. Whether this is about love or not, and even if this is about love, in all cases, in both cases, you have found a great crowd of people. This is a lot of people who you're vibing with, who you love connecting with. Your whole life has shifted. You've moved past this energy of confusion, of thinking, what have you done wrong? Why have they acted like that? Why are they behaving in this silly way? Why are they behaving in this hurtful way? This confusion that you were in is like, how do I deal with this type of gaslighting or manipulation, or this dishonesty maybe? Being such a pure soul. This is no longer happening. And by the way, I really feel like a hint here, perhaps something, this date is important for you, 10-10, the 10th of October. Look out for the 10th of October. There might be a very significant new beginning for you here as well. But 6 months from now, your connections with others, your relationship with others, really is absolutely different than how you've experienced it in the past. My dear pile number 4, you're really seen, you're really valued for who you are, you're absolutely adored and loved. And most importantly, you love your new you, and how this whole experience changed you into this powerful person that you are today, 6 months from now. And taking a look at all of your reading, you have the Garnett, and the Garnett is all about confidence, charisma, sexual appeal, power. So that is your whole energy here in pile number 4. Your future 6 months from now is so beautiful, especially in terms of your connections with others. And my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see as your message from your future self 6 months from now. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, kiss, maybe this there is romance here as well, like mentioned. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And also, please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books, my dear pile number 4. They are truly there to help you out, become a productive person, achieve your dreams, and tick off your goals, and not have and not watch them, linger on your tasks list forever, to be able to feel empowered and achieve your dreams. And this book teaches you not to wait for motivation, because motivation is a feeling that comes and goes. And if you depend on it, you'll just have to wait for the next time it comes, right? And it also helps you shift your mindset to a healthy way, because productivity is not about enduring bad feelings, and it's not about, holding on tight until you finally let go and couldn't take it anymore. It teaches you the healthy way of looking at productivity by understanding simple mind shifts that could change your mind forever about the way you view productivity. It has tactics that helps you become a productive person in such an easy way. You can look at your tasks no matter how intimidating they are and feel like, I got this, I can totally do this. They are tactics that have been used by all the successful people around the world. They're gonna shift your mind on how to really approach productivity forever. And if you would like to check it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. It was written with love, making sure I pass on the experience and the knowledge that I have in this area. And also there is an audiobook if you enjoy listening to your audiobooks. And while you're there, you may be interested in checking out the productivity e-cookbook. And the reason I felt that this project was so important and brought it to light was because in our day and age, nutrition is so important. We understand how it has a huge effect on our health and how it's important to eat healthy food. But being so busy in our work and our day-to-day lives and meeting our goals and our dreams, we may not have all the time to stand in the kitchen, look out for healthy food that's delicious and to just cook it for hours. And this is why I thought this book was so important for your productivity journey. And for this reason, I collaborated with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out for you 210 recipes of healthy and delicious meals that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. This book is so easy to deal with. The navigation is simple. You can click on a recipe, it takes you straight to the page. The steps are so easy, whether you're a good cook or not. The ingredients are clear, the nutritional values are clear, the picture of what to expect is clear. And if you are vegan, there is a vegan version. If not, you can even make use of both ebooks. Because there are no duplicates and you have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from for the rest of the year. You can put it on the side. Eating healthy and delicious food will no longer be an issue, and this way you can focus on what truly matters to you. This is why I believe this project was so important. Thank you guys for enjoying this book. It brings me happiness after all this hard work to know that you've enjoyed it. And if you would like to check it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pal number 4, this was your reading. Wishing you the best of luck. Your future is looking beautiful. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.